Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a work and career reading for Pisces from the 17th to the 30th of September 2018. Don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. And if you would like a personal reading, I put the details of my email and my website in the description box, so please contact me. I put the decks I'm using and links to buy them on Amazon and eBay also in the description box. And I'm also doing a new series on deck walkthroughs, so be sure to take a look at those as well. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment if these messages resonate with you. So I'm going to start off with a general energy read, and then I will do the general tarot read after that. Okay, so the first card looks like you'll be taking out a mortgage or trying to buy some real estate, and it looks like you're doing it in partnership with someone. So it looks like maybe you and whoever your partner is, your significant other, might be buying some sort of property. You could be buying a business together, some real estate, but definitely taking out some sort of mortgage. There might be a bit of delays and postponements that are going on at the moment, so just be patient. In the past, you've had a lot of work to do, and there was a need to actually delegate duties because you're carrying a lot of burdens on you. And the next card was exploring and considering all possible options, probably with regards to your business and how you're going to delegate and how you're going to run that business or run your working life. Going into the future, it says ask people around you for help and advice, and then you are facing challenges and overcoming obstacles. So it looks like you've got a lot of burdens over here and a lot of responsibilities. It says for the future that you should ask people around you for some sort of help. Explore all options on how you can get things done without it being a burden on you, and you will overcome these obstacles that you are facing. You are facing some challenges, and you will be able to overcome them. So there's some sort of partnership going on over here where you will be buying some property together. You are getting a bit delayed. There are some delays in the way things are proceeding at the moment, but you might need to ask for help to just overcome these delays. And whatever obstacles you are facing, you will overcome these challenges. So that's going on in those 2 weeks. So I have shuffled to this deck. I'm going to just draw some cards from it. Okay, so the main energies of the card is acquisition. And like I said in the previous spread, there seems to be a lot of burdens going on over here, and you are carrying the brunt of the burdens. You've got a goal that you're working towards. It seems like somebody else has placed that goal in front of you rather than it being your own goal, because you can see there's a hand coming out of you holding the stick on a carrot. So somebody else has said, oh, you must achieve this, and therefore you are going towards it. And you're quite depressed about it. It looks like it. You're chugging along with this goal that somebody else has set in front of you, and you're carrying all these responsibilities because it looks like they've given you all these responsibilities. It seems like there's a lot of communication that you're the one that's in charge of. You're in charge of the finances. It seems like you're also doing some studying on the side, or the one that is acquiring all the information for this particular project or particular job, and you are the one that is really pulling the cart. And it's really, really dreary, and it's really, really frustrating for you. You're feeling like you are mentally suppressed as well. The key is in front of you, because there is on the floor a key here which says that you do have the answer to that solution on how to get out of this particular problem. But it's up to you to make that decision. Now, this is a 10, so if you are carrying this burden, it's time to drop it. It's time to let go of all this problems, all these responsibilities, because the 10 is the ending of a cycle, and it is time for you to let go of it. You are not happy. You are tired, you're feeling very chained. You can see there's locks and keys holding this man down to this cart. So it is time to drop this burden. You might need to move jobs, or as they said, delegate your responsibilities, give it up to somebody else so that they can do it. I mean, you can do that. You can give your financial responsibilities to somebody else. You can allow somebody else to help you do research. You can have somebody else do communications. So make sure that you are giving your burdens up to somebody else, delegating, so that it frees you up a little bit, because you seem very, very tired, very, very stressed, and it seems like you're doing too much and not enjoying what you're doing at all. So the main situation is that you've got the preservation card and a release. So there's something that you have been working on very, very hard. It's been a project that it's sort of your baby kind of thing. You are very, very protective over that particular project, so that you're not actually accepting help with this project. You've got the Sun in Capricorn in this particular card, which means that you're hanging on to it because it's something that you think is going to be the thing that makes you, brings you up in your career. So you want to be completely responsible for it, and you're hanging onto it quite stubbornly, not even accepting advice from others. There might be people that are offering advice and are offering to aid you in it, and it should be something you do, because it's isolated you from the rest of the crowd, and also it's given you so much of responsibilities over here with this responsibility card coming up over here, that it is about time that you get somebody else, some sort of partner on board. You do want to release this particular project, and maybe you're trying to finish it up before you trying to be the one that's in charge in finishing up before you release it into the world. So something that you want to do, that you want to get out, but you're sticking very stubbornly to it. You're holding on to all the responsibility, and that is something you need to let go of, because you want this project to take off. You really do want it to go somewhere far, but if you're hanging on to it, it's going to just delay things. So you need to actually ask for help. There is somebody there that is assisting or providing some sort of good advice, really, and it's time that you take it, whatever it is. So in the past year, you've got the 7, which is of assumptions. That means that you've been working very much alone. You're the one that has been doing all the research yourself, and it has been something new, some new project that you have done. You've been, you can see this man is lighting the candles himself. So you have been bringing in the information. You have been making this project work, and you have been working completely alone to make everything work. And so far it's been going quite well. You've got like the last phase of that project to finish, and that's what you've been doing. But you have been the one that has been doing everything by yourself, and it's something that was new, that was started, and you've been very, very motivated. This would be the Ace of Cups, and very, very motivated. You've got a whip in your hand, so you're the one that's been driving yourself to do this thing. So you've been your self-motivator, if you like, and keeping your emotions firmly in check, making sure you know what kind of goal you want to achieve. So being very, very driven and very, very emotionally controlled, so that you get what you want, so that you go for it, and really whipping yourself. You've been your own slave driver, if you like. So maybe the hand that's holding the carrot is actually your hand trying to push you forward, but you're definitely pushing yourself to its limits and working very, very hard at it. The synthesis card showing that you're paying a lot of attention to the finer details and using all the right tools, making sure that you have everything in place. So you've been spending all your time and effort on it. It's probably aging you, making you feel very tired as well. But really, really concentrating on everything. Everything should be perfect. So that's what you've been spending a lot of time doing. Now, going into the future, you've got this, this is the Four of Cups, really. This is the restlessness card. So you want to go forth and do something else, but you obviously feel, maybe you're not trained enough to do this particular job, and, you've been trying to do something else. So maybe you've been trying to finish this particular project and then move on to something else, because that's what you want to do. As soon as you finish this particular project, you want to rush in and do something else. And people are saying, no, you're not really ready to do that new project. You need to actually slow down. You need to do more training in this particular field, finish this particular thing properly before you move on to something else. So there is some obstacle over there, somebody telling you, you need to take your time and get properly acquainted with the new scenarios that are coming up before you rush into it, even though you are really, chomping at the bit, really trying to get forward fast. So you're very optimistic about what is happening. You're looking for divine inspiration. This is you. You have been asking for guidance as well to get on with this particular project. So you've been receiving a lot of inspiration as well. So this is the star card really in the deck, and it shows that you are being guided right now. And around you, people see you as a very strategic person. You take your time. You have a good direction in which you want to go in. You're doing it one step at a time. You're playing this game very strategically, and you have a lot of balance. You're communicating quite easily with people, taking your information and getting it through quite quickly. You're not rushing into things. You are taking it one step at a time. They do see that you're very driven, but you're also very strategic, and you're doing it very, very cleverly. You're hoping for some sort of partnership to come in as well. You want some help. It looks like you want somebody that understands you and knows where you're going as far as a business partnership goes. So you are hoping that somebody comes in to help you with this project or doing what you're doing. So going into the future is for teamwork, learning and preparation, and perspective. So you will be working with a team, or maybe you are running or in charge of a team right now. But from the looks of it right now, it looks like you're really working alone. It looks like you will be going into working more in a team. Maybe you'll be taking on a team leader role where you are running the show, and people will be working quite well under your direction over here. So everything will be going quite smoothly in this team that you will be working for. Yeah, they're putting out the pizzas quite easily. So whatever team you're going to be managing, you will be running it quite smoothly. And like I said, you are going to need some sort of learning, further education as well, because this restlessness card shows you wanting to run into things, but somebody's saying that you need to be retrained or trained or achieve more skills. You can't really run in with, this person's got a inflatable little duck around his waist. So you're going to have to need more training to get on with the job. And it looks like you are going to be doing that with this learning preparation card, where you'll be focusing completely on your training. So you're going to be working as probably a team leader, or maybe in a team itself, and you will be getting further training in the job. You need to actually change your perspective about what you're doing. The hangman, this is the hangman card, usually shows that there are lots of doubts and fears, but there is the key available for you to get out of that situation and to look at things from a new perspective and get rid of all these doubts and fears, because you will be able to achieve what you want to achieve. The answer lies with you. And take out your, if you have a certain way of looking at things, you might have to change your perspective. The hangman also talks about giving up something, so some sort of sacrifice, maybe sacrifice of time, effort, maybe making more effort into doing that particular job. So that's sort of sacrifice of time to get on with the job and to do things better. So make sure that you get rid of all those doubts and fears, because they are the things that are holding you back. So there is some sort of learning coming in, and that will probably help you overcome any kind of job, any kind of doubts and fears that you have. So, working in a team, maybe not quite team leader yet, but definitely working within a team and achieving what you need to achieve. And you are very optimistic, and that is a good way to go. And you will need some sort of extra training in order to get to the top. So you are working pretty hard with this card, being very strategic. And, there might be a new idea, a new thought that comes in with it. So this is the choice card, and you have to make a decision on how you're going to proceed. But all in all, whatever you're finishing off now will come to an end. Let go of old thoughts and ideas. You'll have to embrace the new. And there is somebody that is there to help you, someone to get you out of that position of stagnation and make you move forward. So don't hang on to things, old ideas and old ways of doing things. You need to move forward in order for you to finish or complete your project and let it out. So whatever it is coming to a close, and then you will move on to something else where you take on a role where you will be working within a team. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Fairy Tarot, and that's for advice. So the first card is the Two of Spring, which says a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. So you will have to form a partnership with somebody and take advice. And this card is telling you to really take advice regarding your work and your money and your time. And there is a bright future, but it is going to involve a lot of hard work. And there is going to be great progress, but a lot of hard work. So don't forget, you need to form a partnership with somebody. You need to take advice. So the Ace of Summer says, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So you might end up meeting somebody at your workplace with whom you have some sort of relationship with. On the other hand, it could be this partnership that you wanted, somebody coming in to help you, and it is a very good friendship. So either way, somebody coming in on an emotional level to aid you and support you, and maybe that's what you need. You need that support, somebody to guide you, somebody to be a friend for you. So the last card is happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing to push a little to get going. So it looks like you are going to be taking up some sort of studying, some sort of extra work. You see this fairies in the library, so you're going to probably be doing a lot of research, and this is going to be the thing that helps you with your career. And it shows it here that you are going to be focusing a lot more on studying and acquiring new skills, new information in order for you to get going. That is how you're going to be the one that turns the wheel of fortune for yourself. So studying coming up over here, and it seems like if you've been applying for some sort of course, or if you want a scholarship, or if you want somebody to help you get going with extra skills, it looks like that's going to be coming in. And make sure that you are planning pretty well over here, because it says well thought out plans that go perfectly. So you need to strategize with this card as well. Make sure that you are planning and you have everything. You have a very, very good idea about what you want to achieve and how you want to get there. And studying is going to be playing a big role in your life very soon. Also, it's going to get you out of this position where you're not adequate. So that goes away, and you will start being able to do things. So working in a team, and going into the studying, into the world of back into acquiring new skills, and make sure that you are asking for help when you need it, help and support. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.